Now we have the last speaker, Dr. Henry Saparini, founder, Center of Reform on Economics, Indonesia.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I will continue the discussion from other speaker. Thank you for the opportunity. I will continue talking about the rethinking about the economic growth. As Mr. Chairman said, that partnership should be value creation, should be value added and also benefit for both. So we talk about this. So number one, I was talking about why some countries, they can easily entering the high income countries, like what we have here, Japan and South Korea. Both countries, they can create productivity and also value added. So that's why they only need just short time to entering the high income country. Of course, high growth and also per capita income is not the only indicators, but we still use that as an important indicator. But right now, the other country, I think it's not easy as Japan or South Korea, because those countries and also other developed countries, they can do industrialize without being constrained by environmental regulation and also carbon ceiling. So next, we talk about other countries in Asia, for example, China, they have high growth for maybe more than 3 decades. But even though they cannot enter high income country as they targeted in 2022, but they can increase productivity, competitiveness, and so forth. Indonesia and India is not easy to catch up this development. Why? Because for Indonesia, we entering the low-income, low-medium income country in 1996. But up to today, our income per capita is only less than 5,000 US dollars. And also, if we look at India, I think India is also facing the same problem. Indonesia now is still in demographic dividend, but we cannot using this opportunity to increasing the productivity and also value added. Why? Because we stuck in exporting primary commodities, and we facing premature deindustrialization. We just exporting something from mining and also for plantation. So that's why this is the problem for the developing countries right now. So it's mean that for the South countries, we facing the new constraint, both. First is climate accountability, and number 2 is technology disruption. So how we solve this problem? Because both is a big constraint for us. Technology, for example, there is a very high development in technology, but then for us, like for the developing countries, then we facing limited job creation. And also, technology also rising inequality. And then third is difficulties in replacing the past model of the mass industrial employment. So this is strong of us. We should use the environmental and also technology, but we need the new approach, I think. We need the specific strategy for each country. We cannot just adopt from a developed country. For example, if we talk about the climate change, the solution we will move from
1 minute left, Dr.
Yes,
Henry.
from fossil energy to electricity or biodiesel. But then the developing countries have to preparing this. They need nickel, they need palm oil, and also other plantation. And this create new problem in environment as well as in poverty. So if we know like this, let the developing countries or each countries preparing and also planning the concept that fit with them. For example, for Indonesia, only 44% the emissions come from energy. But for another 44% is come from deforestation and also from agriculture. So let's we work together to solve this. This morning we talking about agriculture. I think this is the most important thing. Let's we try to reducing emission based on our characteristic. If our problem is in deforestation, so then the developed country don't use send investment to us and try to invest only in mining, to preparing energy to move from black energy to green energy. We need together to working, like for example, smart farming and other fisheries and so forth. So we need to work together, and we have to stand with our responsibility that we can create, we can preparing the strategy to move from the old strategy to the new strategy that then we can move and manage the economic growth and creating job while we can maintain the environment as well as the technology, using the technology. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Henry.
Then we have Dr. Henry Saparini. I would also like to thank the online participants there. Thank you.